8 classic cars from the 80s that are rising in value. Before we start, I would want you to hit that red subscribe button so that you never miss out on any of our videos. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Massive Carhead. 8. 1984 Ferrari Testarossa. The Ferrari Testarossa entered production in 1984 and was a flat 12-cylinder powered sports/GT car. Its striking looks were designed by legendary Italian design house Pininfarina, and this contributed greatly to the car's success, shifting around 10,000 units. One of the most notable design features is the distinctive slatted side air intake. The Testarossa was kitted out with a large displacement 4.9-liter 12-cylinder engine. The unit generated a solid 390 horsepower, making the 0 to 60 miles per hour sprint possible in just 5.2 seconds. Despite all its positive points, the Ferrari Testarossa doesn't impress everyone. 7. 1984 Toyota MR2 1 Malawian Kwacha. Launched for the 1984 model year, the MR2 MK1 proved to be extremely popular. The MR2 was constructed around a mid-engine layout, a rarity at the time. MR2 stands for Midship Runabout 2-seater, which summarizes the car perfectly. Performance was provided by a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder engine, capable of generating a mighty 124 horsepower. Given a long enough run-up, the MR2 was capable of sprinting from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 7.7 seconds while on its way to the 119 miles per hour top speed. Here are 10 things you might have forgotten about the Toyota MR2. 6. 1984 Volkswagen Golf GTI MK2. Few hatchbacks have enjoyed the success and notoriety of the iconic Volkswagen Golf GTI MK2. The MK2 was bigger in almost every sense when compared with the influential MKI, being longer, taller, and wider. Under its hood, the MK2 GTI came equipped with a 112 horsepower 1.8-liter 8-valve engine. Excitingly, Volkswagen announced a more powerful 139 horsepower 16-valve engine just a year later. Just like the MKI GTI, the MK2 is fast becoming a favorite among collectors, sending values skyrocketing. 5. 1981 Range Rover Classic 5-door version. The original Range Rover was launched in 1970. It was initially only available as a 3-door, and was closely related to Land Rover's Velar prototype. Buyers looking for a more practical version had their calls answered in 1981 when a 5-door model was released. The Range Rover was intended to bring off-road ability to a more upmarket audience. Despite the luxury, the car was still a practical workhorse, offering an easily cleanable vinyl and plastic interior. The Range Rover was powered by a Buick-derived 3.5-liter V8. Permanent 4-wheel drive allowed it to take on rough, challenging terrains. 4. 1986 Ford Sierra RS Cosworth. Ford's legendary Sierra RS Cosworth was released back in 1986. The car was designed to enable Ford to compete in grouper racing. To achieve this, 5,000 road-going models were required to be built in order to homologate the car. The car's most distinguishing feature is its vast rear wing, known as the whale tail. The Sierra RS Cosworth was powered by a 2.0-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder Cosworth engine. Generating 220 horsepower, there was plenty of power to go around. Here is a detailed look at why the Ford Sierra RS Cosworth was so iconic. 3. 1989 Lancia Delta Integrale. Lancia launched the Delta Integrale in 1989, superseding the HF Integrale which came before it. This older model had to make do with an 8-valve engine, while the Integrale had a new 16-valve unit. The model was powered by a 2-liter turbocharged Lancia engine. Producing 197 horsepower, the Integrale was able to blast from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 5.7 seconds. Eventually, the Integrale runs out of steam at 137 miles per hour, its top speed. The 16-valve version was originally developed for rallying. 2. 1986 BMW M3. Known as the E30, the second-generation BMW M3 was released in 1986. During its production run, just under 18,000 minutes and 3 seconds were sold. The second-generation model was built around a powerful 2.3-liter 4-cylinder S14 engine. Thanks to that unit, the E30 M3 takes just 6.5 seconds to go from 0 to 60 miles per hour. Power was sent exclusively to the rear wheels, having been transferred via a manual transmission. The E30 M3 wasn't just great out on the open road, it also enjoyed a large amount of motorsport success. The model became world champion of the World Touring Car Championship during its first season. E30 BMW M3 prices are currently skyrocketing, so now is a good time to see if you can still afford one. 1. 1986 Porsche 959. The Porsche 959 was released for the 1986 model year, and production continued until 1993. The model was powered by a rear-mounted flat-six engine, just like the brand's iconic 911. Utilizing two turbochargers, the 2.8-liter unit provided enough grunt to take the 959 almost all the way up to 200 miles per hour. Power was sent to all four wheels, but up to 80% of the available performance could be directed to the rear wheels. A total of 292 customer cars were built during the 959's production run, and it remains a desirable car to this day. The Porsche 959 isn't just a car to banish to your garage, it remains a highly usable supercar. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the two videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them.